Yo, it's your man Rush Danja. We in the building. It's behind the bars. And I got a hell of a guest, yo. A hell of a guest. Get out there and share this shit right now. I got my man Fink Funk in the building. It's who?
As Lou Gang, GW, Death Row, you already know.
Man, we got the Black Fink in the building. The Black Fink. I don't know what y'all thought it was, but we got the Black Fink in the building, man. Shout out to you, man. Welcome for being on the show, bro.
No problem, man.
I'm about as sweaty as you, bro. I'm about hands just sweaty as you, man. Been a long day. Been a crazy day.
Of course.
We got a lot to talk about. You know, I've been trying to get you on the show forever.
Yeah.
Mad shout out, man.
Make it happen today, though.
And let me do this right quick. I'm gonna show everybody what to do because we should be up and running. Let me see if I see the post out here real quick. I need everybody to share this post. We got Fink Funk on the air. I see Rico just jumped online.
What up, Rico?
I'm about to share this. Hey, share this in all the battle rap groups. Don't be no hater. You know what I mean? Don't be talking about, whatever. Share it everywhere. You know what I mean? We need to go ahead and push this show today because we got a lot to talk about. Because this dude right here, he sort of be quiet, but he sort of be in the mix on everything. I be watching him online. He be peeping out everything, yo. So what we gonna do is let's first off introduce yourself to the people that don't know you. Some people that might be just watching on Rush Radio Live to watch some of the other shows and don't have an idea who you are.
First of all, my name is Fink Funk. Battle rapper for GW. Rap here and there a little bit, you already know. Just trying to put on for battle rap for the city, you already know.
Man, well, first of all, how long you been doing this, bro? Let's start with that. Let's start with the basics.
Rapping?
Yeah. Well, music. Period. Where did you start first?
I started with music, just fucking around, making a little bit of music, doing what I wanted to do at the time, and then man, I was always watching battle rap, and then Gracie and them. I was damn near at every GW event there's been. Then fucking just I seen that they were giving shots out, and I felt like there's the Chicago scene was missing this funkery. And it needed me to blend it up nice.
Sprinkle a little funk on it.
Yeah, you already know.
Man, this is what's crazy. And I'm gonna jump right into it. We got a lot of Caucasians in the game, but none of them really fit the mold of a Fink Funk. Am I? Would I say like you sort of stand in your own lane?
Yeah, I mean, especially with white battlers and stuff like that, white rappers, some tend to follow. I don't know how they've been, and this is how I am. I'm not faking no funk and doing nothing. This is just me all day, and I just try to do what I do. I ain't trying to follow nobody else, act like anybody else, or do anything like that,
Man, your whole aura from the first day I ever met you in person. You know what I'm saying? Because we was at which event was that? Was that
I think that was the first. At the Bluebirds Lane.
Yeah.
That was the first event.
Homicide Before the Holiday.
Homicide Before the Holiday.
Yeah. So, and when I met you, you walked up like, "Yo, what's up? It's Fink." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "What's up, G?" I knew who you was, but I had never met you in person. And the aura was so like, okay, I had that all wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think it was gonna go like that.
He thought Casper was finna walk. So
I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah.
That probably would have been an impression. No diss to Casper. Shout out to Casper. He did his thing at the No Coast event too. Shout out to that boy. I mean, the TW, Danger Zone joint. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about it. No Coast. It was so many Caucasians that I get them mixed up sometimes. I'm sorry, but that's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be somebody sort of like, hey, what's up?
Gnarly dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or overly playing, like the black card, like, what's up? What's up? And you was like, yo, what's up? Fink, you know what I mean? La, da, da, da. I was like, okay, that's what's up. I vibe with that. And from that moment on, like every time I hung out with you, because you came to some of the pay-per-view joints and you laid back, you yourself all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I commend you on that, bro. So let's talk about your clique, man. A lot of people hear about the clique.
Shouts out to Lou Gang, man. Fucking free my homie D Mars. Shouts out to Jinx. Shouts out to my homie Lil Glenn. He just had that triple threat match.
Congratulations. And go vote for that.
Vote for that.
We got like 2-3 days left to go for the votes.
I mean, he's already smoked it, but I mean, go ahead, still vote.
Hey, I ain't gonna even say that because y'all remember with the Jinx battle, Jinx was up like 20-30 votes, and then the day of the
Primus fucking pulled
the day of the results.
Good one. Yeah, you can't hate on for that, man. Got his votes. That's what you're supposed to do.
He hustled.
So yeah, you know.
You know what I mean? Like
support, you know, and that's what some people got a support system. Some people don't. Some people just expect, you know, they come in here and they expect just people to like them. No, you be better if, man, bring your whole wave into this shit, you know. Right. It's you can't just always rely on somebody to like you. Bring a, you know, make people like you. Look, I already got all these people like me. Y'all make these motherfuckers like you.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Give us, what does the name mean?
Well, Eslu, everybody thinks Eslu is an acronym, right? It means like something. E means something. Nah, it's just easy loot, man. Short, getting that money, got to get it somehow, and that's just how it stuck with it. It was never really no battle rap shit. It was just like what me and Glenn used to when we were making music and shit. That's what it was, and then it was never to be like a battle rap crew, and then it just ended up being like that, you know.
Hey, y'all, I know some of y'all looking for the phone line numbers, but, you know, we usually do Behind the Bars on a Saturday. But Fink's schedule wouldn't allow him to do the Saturday. That's why we did him and Poetic Nini when we did them, because, you know, we tried to fit their schedule in. And so if you want to get into the phone lines, I will open up the phone lines after 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Because I got another show running right now, and they're using up the phone lines. But if y'all have any questions, you know, we got the Facebook open, so...
shoot me some questions.
Yeah, definitely go to my timeline. Go to my timeline on my page, because now with the new service that we have, you notice we don't have to share as much. So my timeline is the primary source for the actual questions for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up. If you have questions for Fink Funk, please feel free to ask them, because after the show is going to be over, and I ain't asking them a damn thing.
I ain't answering anything after the show's over.
Right. So, you know, let's go ahead and get to this. Let me get my page up right quick so we can go ahead and try to follow some of this if anything pops up. Cool. We at least got the visual on the screen. Who are some of the battle rappers that influenced you to get into battle rap? Shout out, I see Prince Sincere, I see Kimber.
Shouts out to Prince Sincere.
Rico, I see y'all, man. Yeah, so, you know, who are some of the people that influenced you to get into battle rap?
Well, first battle I ever seen was Jay Mills and Moot, and then fucking like I always liked that type of shit like that, and then coming into it, I follow like all types of battle rap. Grind Time back then when it was popping, URL when they were first dropping battles, like first dropping Big T and Hollow, but Big T has mostly always been like damn man, that was always like somebody I kind of like looked up to in battle rap. At that time, I was about to
ask that question, because you know, like with T, I tell people, and I shout out to T because he's from our city, and we definitely represent our city. You know what I'm saying? Like hands down. You know, whether I like people personally or whatever, I support all Chicago battle rappers, all Chicago music. I do. Whether I care for you personally or not, I support you. But with T personally, I haven't seen the T that I've been wanting to see for a very
we had a glimpse
long.
Of it.
We get glimpses of it.
We get a glimpse of it here and there, and then it's just like, man, I mean, I don't know what we need to do to get that back, but that's a whole nother conversation, I guess.
True enough. We talked about how you got started. Any other influences in battle rap?
Man, mostly seeing it in Chicago. Gracie, Big Cannon, Young Cannon, just that shit. That's what I was, you know, always watching this shit going on in New York, but then fucking when this shit started really popping on Chicago, it was like, man, dude, this is dope, man. I really like seeing this shit going to, that's what I'm saying. We were at every event damn near.
Hey, Jonathan just said what up. Hey, y'all, if y'all got questions today, we going by my timeline. Go to my timeline. Go directly to my page. I don't care if you're watching this in Guerrilla Warfare, Behind the Bars. Go directly to my timeline and ask me the questions directly on my timeline. Rico, we ain't playing with you today, bro.
What's he saying? I'm blind.
Fuck Fink. Yeah, he always talking crazy, man.
Rico's
he always talking that
stuff. Shouts out to Rico.
Yeah, shout out to the man. But let's get into it, man. First battle. Who was your first battle?
First battle, it was actually a triple threat. It was actually a triple threat in a barbershop. Same event where Gage versus Kane Marco, True versus Young Dave, Q-Pac versus, who did Q-Pac battle? Dan Ryan. shit like that, and it was end of the night battle, and it ended up dropping. It was me, King Leo, and some other guy. I don't even remember his name.
How did that battle turn out? In your opinion?
My opinion, it was kind of rushed because we weren't even supposed to battle. We were supposed to come there with 3 rounds, 2 minutes each, and then late night, it was supposed to be random, and then the one dude's battler ended up leaving. So they were like, they just wanted to give us all a shot and show like, what's up, just do it like a triple threat, and we did that, and it was tough. But like I was good enough for them to call me back, and they're like, we seen what you like the other guys. King Leo was decent, and that's how it ended up being me and King Leo. Me and King Leo ended up getting set up again just by ourselves at fucking the GW versus Chicago Battlegrounds, right? The versus JC, the JC Gage card. Who else? I think was that the night where Sammy and YK battled, I think, something like that. But yeah, that was about like 2 years ago. We're roughly around like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5.
Got our first question from my man Princeton. He said, how did you get the idea for the name? Where did the name come from?
What? Fink Funk or as Lou?
Fink Funk.
Fink Funk. RP my brother Jay Boogie. Fink means I'm not sure if you guys will follow the Misfits. They're a rock band. They have a song called Rat Fink, and the symbol is this green looking rat thing, and fucking that shit. They started calling me that. That shit stuck. And then
Rat Funk.
Rat Fink. It was Rat Fink, and then I ain't going, but I was definitely not letting them call me no rat. But then Fink, and then we just stuck with Fink, and then Funk. Always smoking funky blunts, so that shit just came around.
Yes, he definitely is blowing all the time. Okay, we got into that. What about Chicago battle rap? And then I want you to answer this question outside of Chicago battle rap, and then take it to as a whole.
Okay.
What is great about Chicago battle rap, and what needs to be improved? What do you really dislike about Chicago battle rap, and the same as a whole for the culture?
What I like about it is just seeing people from the city come up, freaking going to war, lyrical wars and shit like that. Man poetry. Fucking that shit's dope. Fucking seeing shit like that, and I don't know. So just something about that. I like what Chicago has more than like a New York, that New York feel, because I'm not from New York. I don't like I understand more of a Chicago battle. I understand this
the terminology.
More, I understand this more than I would do it anywhere else. And then what I don't like about it is probably a whole bunch of things. But I don't know. Some people's egos. Some people thinking that they're where they should be somewhere where they shouldn't be, shit like that,
Can you give me a couple waters out of that? Thank you.
I don't know, shit like that. I mean, it's just little shit. Not that it's, I don't know, I can't really call it, I don't know. Just like stupid little petty shit about Chicago battle rap, which people probably know about. Stupid little shit behind the scenes. But which I don't have a problem with, but other people do, and they take it to the fullest. And that's what always makes it. That's why I be laid back. I'm just trying to rap and put on for the city.
Okay, let's talk about it as a whole.
What battle rap means as a whole?
Yeah. What do you love about battle rap as a whole, and what do you hate about it across the board as a whole?
Thank you. I don't know what I even like about it anymore. This is I don't know what I even like about it anymore. It's just fucking. Some shit be tight. Some shit is like I'm still trying to chase that first battle rap high.
When you first got that.
Like, ooh man, dude, this shit's dope, and then it's like glimpses here and there. The glimpses you get it here and there. And it's just you chasing to see that next good battle, and it's sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. And there'd be too many bad battles. And that get talked about overlooking good battles and shit. People rather talk about these shitty ass battles, these shitty ass performances people be putting on, when there's these little hidden gems out there that fucking nobody ain't even talking about. That's why that shit is fucking. I don't understand it sometimes.
Do you think it's due to the oversaturation of battle rap, like the leagues?
Too many leagues, fucking too many battlers. That too, I mean, some areas are like in the East Coast, there's fucking a million battle rappers. We got a good handful out here, but like not as much as like fucking like how New York and New Jersey, everybody out there battling now. It seems like. I don't know.
Overrated rappers.
Yeah.
Overrated battle rappers. Give me a few of them. I mean, people that like really that you feel like they really getting shines, and you're like, yo, they really not that hot to me. And let me make it a little bit better than that, a little deeper. People that you know that you feel personally that you can beat.
I could beat everybody. I could beat everybody if they give me the chance. But I mean, mostly anybody I know, URL, dude. Some like a lot of that shit be fucking. Like I don't even know why they got these guys up there rapping. And then they don't have like people like Young Cannon up there on fucking every fucking fire card. But they got fucking like Reaper Rels and fucking who's that other guy over there? Man, like I don't even know like half those people over there because I don't even be watching URL like that no more. Last like I think event was over here when we watched that pay-per-view. That was like the last like really URL battle I watched. Like fully. I can't even watch a fucking full battle anymore. That shit's fucking 40 minutes, nothing but crowd reaction. It's like ridiculous. It's not even fun. It's like it's annoying. It gives me a headache now.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if we got another question. Oh, John, what's the question, bro? What's your question, John? I see you. He said, time to come back to the hundreds. Yeah, so y'all, if y'all got a question, please keep the questions flowing because I'm trying to keep up with it, but it'll only keep up the last like 4 posts that we looking at right now. So, please try to hold down the random comments if you don't have a question right now. Usually we let y'all just go ahead and talk, but we're trying to keep up with the questions because I have another show. If you just tuned in, I got another show on the air right now and they're using up the phone lines. So he said you truly came a long way. How do you feel about the progression of your career?
Man, I feel like especially from the jump from my King Leo battle, I definitely felt like I've improved. Like each battle I kind of get better and better. And I don't know, I kind of like, then I kind of like that shit, like fucking watching, like if I go watch myself from when I battled King Leo all the way to fucking, what was my last battle that dropped? Constant, and then Illa, like shit like that. I like watching myself, see where I can improve, see where I messed up at, like, you're not gonna, most people, it's hard to come 100% each battle. Right. Explain that. People are like, man, dude, like when I battled Eli B, everybody was like, man, dude, you fucking went crazy, like, dude, that's the best Fink. And then I be thinking after the battle, I'm like, man, dude, there's like shit that like, I could have just, edged up a little bit better, made it sound like a little bit better. And that's just shit in my head, just overthinking myself and shit, But I do feel like I kind of did come a long way. I remember when fucking it was hard. I mean, it's still kind of hard for me to get on the card. But like I remember back in the day, fucking I wasn't even being mentioned.
Oh, I see the question that he just asked. Okay. No, y'all can actually ask the questions in the timeline, in the comments. I think Facebook is doing something completely different. They do something different every day. Okay, this is from Jonathan. He said, "Why?"
Johnny St?
No, Jonathan Hillary.
Oh, Barcelona Beach. What's up, man? Man, shouts out to him, man. That's the homie. He's also been at every event.
He shows up. He supports.
He is
too.
there. He supports a lot more than a lot of other people do. He's a good dude.
This is a question. He said, "Why is the loyalty lacking in G-Dub? Do you think when you stick with Gracie, do you think that when you stick with Gracie, she'll make you great?"
I can't speak about other people's loyalty for G-Dub because I'm not them. I'm not gonna speak upon anybody else, but my loyalty is to G-Dub. You know what I'm saying? And Gracie got me. As long as I got her, she got me. Gracie's a solid person. And
crazy but solid.
Definitely crazy but solid.
Love her to death. Okay, next question. This is from Prince Sincere. Given that you got time and experience in the field, what advice would you give to up and comers?
Man, either fucking just stay true to it or just fucking leave it alone because this shit ain't gonna do nothing but fucking piss you off, man. This shit ain't gonna do nothing but piss you off.
I can attest to that. Like,
you gotta really
6 months in, and
you gotta be really. This is really what you gotta want to do to to, you know, if that's what you want to do, fucking you better do it, or you're just wasting your time. You're wasting your time, and you're wasting somebody else's time that really did want to do it.
Let me see. Okay, this is coming from Rob Metaphor. Give him 5 people that you want to battle.
5 people that I want to.
From this city or region.
In this city, this city. I always wanted to battle True back in the day, but me and True are homies. I don't know how that would even go anymore. We too cool now. But True was always like when I first started, I was like, I need that battle. But nah, man, that's the homie. But other than that, fucking Rio, Merc, Joey's nice. And like not even like those would be, I feel like those would be good battles if I had to do it. If they had to battle me, I would definitely make them come 100% because nobody wants that Fink Funk loss. Nobody wants that under their belt.
Let me ask you a question about the friendship thing, because you tapped into, you know, about you and True, and I've heard a lot of people say, oh no, I never battle him and I never battle him. Do you think at a certain degree that the culture loses out on certain things? Because
it would just have to make sense, you know, like it would like really have to make sense for like, I mean, I will battle people. Like I would battle, and I would not using like, oh, you know, that's my homie. But like it really had to make sense. It would have to really look good for both of us. It just can't be like, we ain't got nobody else. You guys just do it. You know, we really would have to, like, you know what, fuck it. It's that time for us both to jump in the ring.
Okay. Give me 3 names of battlers that want to battle you that you just like, I have no interest in battling them.
I don't know who the fuck wants to battle me.
Has anybody mentioned your name and you sort of been like, nah, I don't see nothing?
Really said,
or has anybody?
Primus just said something about me trying to battle.
Primus want to battle everybody.
Primus want, and that's the thing. You want to battle everybody, and that's the early, and then especially coming in this early. If it's cool, I guess you would. I guess coming up, you would kind of want to have to battle everybody, but you got to make sure every battle counts. You can't just take fucking. Yeah, you want to battle, let's battle. You know, like I said, that shit's got to, if you plan on doing this shit in the long run, you got to make sure everything that you do looks right. It's going to make sense. Just don't do it just because you want to rap. You know, that's how people fucking fuck up overdoing themselves. Just fucking write a bunch of shit just to put it together because they think they're going to, after I battle this guy, I'm going to go with somebody else, you know. Not putting a full 100% into an actual person. Not sitting down and battling the person in front of you. Everybody can write bars. Can you battle that person in front of you? You know, what can you do to attack somebody, break them down? You know, angles and shit like that. Most people now are just writing bars. You know, thinking they can rap. You know, you battling. Like, I don't know. Shit's weird.
What in battle rap is being just overdone? You know, like you see it all the time. Like you just like killed it. Because like me personally, I'm so sick of I got a gun so big. That line drives me up the wall.
Man,
like,
I used to love.
I mean, it was fire
back then, dude.
It was fire when it first came out.
Yeah,
but like now, when you hear it like in 100 battles, it's like, okay, now try something a little original.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like I'd rather hear you say I got a bullet so big than I got a gun so big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a booger so big I couldn't pick it. You know what I'm saying? Like as opposed to just to say, hold on, let's see what we got going on.
I don't know. For me, definitely the only thing I could think of, like for me, is I hate hearing fucking something about me being white. You know, that's like the one thing I hate hearing.
B Cortez says, tell Fink Funk he is the reason B Cortez had his first battle.
Shouts out to B Cortez, man.
What's your thoughts on B Cortez? We're gonna play name. We're gonna do name drops in a minute.
B Cortez, man, he's decent. Like I said, you got to see. Actually, with this Midwest Militia card, him versus Dan Ryan. I know that fucking looks weird on paper,
but it's
man,
good.
I have a feeling that shit's gonna be fucking fire, bro. Hopefully, but Dan Ryan just didn't come to his last battle. But he's anytime there's a battle at Bluebird's Lanes, he's there. He's been there. He's been there. So I know he's gonna show up for this, and for some reason I feel like that battle's gonna be crazy. Cause Dan Ryan's kind of Dan Ryan's Dan Ryan, but
he's
like,
different.
He's really different. So hopefully he utilizes his differentness, you know, because he's been trying to get back into fucking battling for fucking ever.
Let's talk about this tournament for a little bit. And we'll get to Lil Glenn next. Since we just got through speaking about Primus and we did mention Jinx a little bit earlier, what were your thoughts on that battle?
Jinx versus Primus?
Yes.
Man, that shit was dope.
Who did you have winning that battle?
Not even being biased in this, fucking, I had Jinx winning that, man.
What tipped it to Jinx and to you?
Well-rounded, very well-rounded round. Like, he was kind of everywhere with the, fucking set scheme.
The bird. Man,
that shit was good. And as far as how long as he fucking did that scheme, I wasn't, like, tired of hearing it. Like, damn, like, ooh, what else he got next? Well, he was still, he wasn't stopping. I was like, damn, man, how many more birds are there? Like, fucking, he had everything.
And what I like, and I went on record and said this a plenty of times, so if anybody got any issues with it, too bad. I personally went on record and said I believe that Jinx won that battle.
But Primus was Primus did good, did very well. But I felt like Primus, there's something about Primus, like he has it, like he has everything, like he almost has it all. There's just something like I feel like he's missing.
Well, in that particular battle, it would be the same scenario in which I felt about Prince Sincere. Send the God this last week. Against Jinx, I looked at what I did was because with the tournament is based around no crowd reaction, no gas, no pausing of the clock, none of that, right? So when I break down the round between Jinx and Primus, it took Jinx a little longer to start cooking. And I mean, not Jinx, it took Primus a little longer to start cooking, and Jinx came right out the back.
Primus had and especially I know he was in the tournament, so he kind of like I know he sent out a shot the way he did like Savick, right? And then he went to like towards Rio. I felt like he wasted bars on like a Rio. Not saying that he will never battle Rio or something like that, but you're in a tournament. Rio's not in the tournament, I'm assuming, but like I don't know why.
That's
what I'm saying. He's not in the. I don't know why he went at Rio when he should have used those last bars to fuck, or those bars to attack Jinx a little bit more.
Okay, and let's talk about. Let's get into Lil Glenn, Send the God, and Del Fresco. Again, if y'all have not went out to watch the battle, please go watch the battle and go vote.
People got all types of shit to say about that battle. Apparently. I don't know if you've seen it. Motherfuckers, I don't know what motherfuckers up here.
I was actually reading some of the comments during the battle.
No. I'm talking about after the battle dropped.
Okay,
we got people saying, man, motherfuckers is trash rapping up in Rush's living room and shit like that. Like, man, shut up, man. Let these motherfuckers rap. This is the point of the tournament. Get these guys' names out. Fucking, I barely seen. Besides for in the comments of the battle when it was first happening, besides people were like, hey, good job, Lil Glenn, good job, fucking Sin. It's just motherfuckers hating. And I know, not even being biased towards Glenn, even Sin had some shit too. Like, man, these motherfuckers was up here fucking just came out here and rapped and fucking, they getting the fucking cold shoulder now.
And see, another thing too, we got to look at what this tournament is. This tournament, it was not designed for experienced battle rappers.
Yeah, this is the plate. This is the people's chance.
And that was Send the God's very first battle. And I don't care what nobody says. Like, I think what happened was he approached the battle like a vet and thought that he could ease into it. Like, people knew him already. Or a big stage where you can sort of ease into a scheme. But that didn't work for him because nobody knows of you and they want to hear that fire right off bat.
It was crazy because I'm like, I was just talking about people saying like it was like they were trash, but like, man, his like first half of his round, I was like, man, dude, what the fuck? And then like it was like out of nowhere, he just went crazy fucking good, Then this was. Who else would have seen that unless it happened on the tournament, for Rushes.
You got to give
the point.
And you got to give him credit. Like, he did 5 minutes.
Glenn fucking used his whole 5 minutes.
His whole 5 minutes.
His whole 5 minutes. 5 minutes of bars and barely any. We had a couple little crowd reactions, but man, utilized full 5 minutes. Motherfuckers were barely coming. Can't even write a fucking 2 minute, 2:30 round. 2 minute third round.
Well, I salute them all. Because, like I said, for them to be in a position where they haven't really been on big stages and they haven't had that opportunity.
Yeah.
And we said that the last time. I think this actual room has a certain pressure to it because there are no crowd reactions, and then they know people are actually watching online. Like, what's crazy is we can get more people to actually watch the first battle while it's going on than we actually get people to show up at an event.
I swear, that's just crazy.
You feel what I mean? Like, we got over, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on my timeline right now, and I can let me just do a little research. I think that battle right now, just on my timeline, because they have different views on different.
A couple ones had a couple different views.
Yeah,
and the one is doing real good. I think that first one on your timeline's got a good amount of views for fucking these new guys.
Listen, if you've had your very first battle and you had like 1,000 views on your first battle within the first week, you know, within the first couple days, you know what I mean? Like, that has to be commended, you know, and that has to be a pressure that most vets never ever went through.
Yeah, because back when I was coming up battling, we didn't have fucking Facebook Live or none of this shit. It's so much easier for them to watch these battles because it's right on my timeline. I don't have to go to nowhere else.
Like right now,
just pops
and
up.
you right there with me. We over 1,000 views just
over
on
1,000 views.
1,000
on one post.
You know what I mean? And we not talking about when we shared it in Unbiased and Havoc and like the stats that you guys see are only from Guerrilla Warfare, our group, the Rush Radio Network live page, the Rush Radio group, Behind the Bars, and my personal page. But on my personal page, they got 261 comments, 55 shares, and over 1,000 views. This is Syndergaard's very first battle, yo. Like,
this was Glenn's Glenn's had a here and there battle, but this was his first real fucking
people
on
a
fucking good camera. I mean, he did the cut that was off like a Facebook, that was kind of good too when you did that show and prove. He did a show and prove. But it was just on the live. I mean, but then it was here. This shit fucking this reaching more people. This was everybody. These guys are getting shots now. I guarantee it.
Let me ask you a question. How do you think Glenn is gonna fare out in the overall tournament?
I feel like
because at some point he might have to face Jinx. He might have to face Primus,
Savick,
Damn It Man, and even the people that lost.
Yeah,
they got the wild card coming up. So even those that lost aren't at the tournament.
If Glenn ain't winning it, he's gonna be fucking number 2.
Who else would you see being number 1 that you see so far?
It's a toss up because I was gonna say Jinx or fucking Savick, because Savick he be at every fucking event right now. I know this man got an unlimited amount of bars. And he's just gotta watch out for him. He's unpredictable.
And he don't look like he gonna say none of this stuff.
He don't look like he say none of this shit. And fucking boom, then he says it, and then he has a good following too. He has a nice little following too. So fucking, it's gonna either be Glenn. It's either gonna be Glenn, Jinx, or Savick in the long run.
So you say Primus won't make it to the
Primus? Primus might get there to the end. Those will be the final 4. Okay. Those will be the final 4. Okay, guaranteed.
And we got a lot of people that y'all ain't even heard yet. You know what I mean?
Insane and PDX views or
what? We got PDX.
Man, my bad. You got all types of letters in your name.
We got a lot of people. I'm gonna see if I can actually put it up. What's up, Red Diva? I see you, baby. What up? I see Stretch on there.
What up, Stretch, man?
He said he want to see you battle Fresco.
Fresco, man. Shouts out to Fresco.
Caustic and Sunny Bamboo.
Sunny Bamboo.
How you feel about that?
I Fresco. Fucking that'd be dope. Fresco's a fire battle rapper. You know, but you ever seen Fresco?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I almost got confused with Dale Fresco. Yeah, I was about to say, well, I'm like, and no disrespect to Dale. I was about to say Dale ain't ready for Fink until
Caustic. Man, I don't know about Caustic. I fucking ended up punching that dude.
Let me get one of your squares.
Yeah, go for it, man. You good?
I got mine. Yeah.
Caustic, I don't know, but I ended up punching that dude.
Don't smoke none of his squares. He got a Newport box, but them ain't Newports. He make his own cigarettes, like for real.
He got them Arab.
And it looked just like it looked just like a real square though too. I almost asked him for one, and I was like, wait a minute. You know what threw me off? The green stripe was thick as hell. I was like, that ain't no.
Those are them Arab joints. Remember a couple summers ago?
What the hell is this boy doing, man? This boy out here growing bamboo in the backyard. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's talk about other battle leagues, man. What other battle leagues do you
Do I like watch?
Yeah, do you like to watch?
I like
and
to
what
watch,
other battle leagues do you think people may not have any
shouts out
idea?
to St. Louis Street Report.
Okay.
Shouts out to Marco, KD, DV and them over there. They're doing things out there. They just had a fire card. Man, they just had a fire card, and then the owner, Marco, he's part of that Midwest Alliance brand. Yeah. They just had that fire card with Sammy and official and shit. Yeah, but yeah, no, St. Louis Street Report. Shouts out to Danger Zone. Who else do I watch? Man, I just started watching this them Ruin Your Day battles. I don't know if the cameraman from King of the Dot, Avocado, he got these battles, like these weird small room settings, like no gas, like kind of just like how you're doing actually. And man, he's been having some fucking crazy fucking fire battles on there lately. I watch some King of the Dot joints here and there if it's somebody I want to see. But yeah, I don't really watch big leagues. I don't really watch anybody's battles anymore because I don't know. I don't want to feel like if I watch somebody's shit and then then fucking boom, start sounding like them, and then or just hear a tight bar mentally, and the next thing you know, I wrote that bar or something down, some shit like that. I be smoking, so I be fucking. Who knows what's gonna? I just try to stick mostly with GW, Midwest shit. I'm trying to build, go on from here. Everybody else got their own support. I'm gonna let me support our region. What's
your thoughts on Midwest Militia? I never really asked that question to some of the people at that side.
I like the where you guys are going. Like I was saying, I remember before Midwest Militia was Midwest Militia. I remember like supporting them since then. So I rock with I rock with Johnny, rock with you. This was I already got fire cards. This card coming up
November the 11th.
November the 11th. That shit's gonna be dope.
Man, matter of fact, let me do this. I want to pull up the G-Dub card that's coming up. October 22nd.
That's not this weekend, is it? That's next weekend.
That's next weekend, and that's on a Sunday.
Hey, everybody fucking show up on time there.
Please do. And I'm letting y'all know for the Midwest Militia card, like, we're going to test it out on this next one. But going in 2018, we're going to run on a schedule. We're not going to be waiting all day. If you in the building, we're going to be letting y'all know what time the battle is. Like, yo, come on, time is money.
You show up late, you're gonna end up battling last when nobody wants to even watch at 3:30 in the morning. They're about to leave and shit.
Real talk. Real talk. And we're gonna be doing some different stuff in 2018.
Motherfuckers not showing up, fucking up the main events and shit because fucking the main event's not happening now till 2 a.m. and shit, and fucking we're all fucking tired, looking like fucking zombies and shit, all drunk, fucking about to fall out on the floor.
Yeah, because that's what happens. Because we end up drinking and just talking and
fucking smoking a million blunts and 1,000 cigarettes.
Fucking,
we're gonna crash at one point.
Okay, let's go through the card, and you give me your predictions. Mental DI versus Dex.
Hold up. First of all, because there's two battles on there that's not on there. That's not getting as much.
Are we gonna go through the whole? We gonna go.
No, but Boomman and what's his face ain't on the card, and they're battling that night. Yeah. Boomman and Rock.
Yeah. That's gonna be crazy.
Jinx and Mr. ABM. He hasn't had a battle yet, so that's gonna be like a. Jinx gotta watch out for that unpredictableness. So if you don't know what this guy's gonna come with.
Yeah. And he's actually in the tournament as well.
Yes, he is in the tournament.
Mr. ABM is in the tournament.
What, he battling the next? Who's he battling? The PDX guy?
Yeah, PDX Ocean Views.
Shouts out to Mr. ABM.
And shout out to PDX. Y'all get ready.
Actually, I was one of the people to get him into. When they were looking for people, I was one of the people to get him into this.
Hey, check it out. PDX, y'all get ready. PDX is getting ready to drop a new show on the Rush Radio Network with Denise. They about to go crazy. It's not going to be like Behind the Bar, so we're going to be doing different stuff. Matter of fact, before the show's over with, I'm going to introduce my man Zoto. He got a show starting this Friday. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, the Rush Radio Network is getting ready to go crazy. If y'all ain't doing nothing Friday night, y'all come out and support us up at City Life. Because we turning up a Big Red Entertainment. It's going to be popping. November the 3rd, we got the Break the Chains concert at the PBA Banquet Hall. Like, yo, just tune in. Like, y'all really need to start showing up to some of these events because they're gonna be big. I promise you. You don't want to be.
You ain't doing you ain't doing nothing on Friday night anyways. Go out and support these men.
Real talk. Let's get into it. Mental DI. Well, let's go. We'll start off Jinx and Mr.
ABM. Jinx is of course a little bit more seasoned now. Has a couple battles under his belt. So I have him taking it, but Mr. ABM, it's like I said, it's unknown. It's an unknown factor. You don't know what the fuck this dude's gonna come in here doing.
And he had a chance to check Jinx out in the tournament.
Yeah,
well.
and
plus because Jinx. They're both in the tournament, that's what's weird. They might even match up again.
Might fuck around and battle again.
That might be crazy.
But but right now I got Jinx just off of just Azu gang. I got Jinx just a little bit more seasoned.
Boo Man versus Rock.
Boo Man, you gotta definitely giving it to Rock. Boo Man, this is the hit or miss, bro. You better fucking come with this shit. This is GW going to put, take the shit serious. Fucking, because if not, you're just taking up people's spaces, bro.
I think, you know what I think the situation is with Boo Man? I think Boo Man needs some dojos. I think he needs to get around some people.
Yeah,
and even speaking to him personally, like after he had
definitely needs something. But I mean, he got some bars and shit. But like, man, that shit. That everybody can rap a little, everybody can rap. But can you perform? Can you do this shit? And the last three battles from him, hate to say, he's looking shaky.
Yeah,
but, this is
he lost again. Matter of fact, let's speak on that. How did you feel about the Boo Man Damn It Man battle? And do you think that Damn It Man will be ready for Primus? Or Jinx, whoever he has to face next.
That battle was all right. Like say, besides for Boo Man slipping, Damn It Man kind of did what Prince did. Kind of fucking was like, man, fucking
slow start.
It's fucking Damn It Man, damn. And then out of nowhere, he's like, all right, he's saying some shit now. So that was a decent battle. Wasn't nothing too crazy, but I mean, shouts out to them. Like I said, they came up here and they tried doing what they're doing.
I think Damn It Man got pinned. He just got to get that performance.
Yeah, he thinks. I think Damn It Man, he's too concerned of what other people are gonna think about him. Just go in there and say fuck that shit and fucking just kill these motherfuckers.
Okay, did you give me mental? You ain't give me a mental.
No, I didn't give you
mental DI versus Dex. Who you
mental
got?
DI versus Dex. See, Dex is from St. Louis Street Report too. Dex is actually fire. He's like 40, Mental's like 20, so it's going to be like a dad talking to his son, or it's going to be the son talking to his dad. This could go either way. Not even going to try to be biased and say Mental, but Mental's definitely he's got it, and he's got all the bars and shit. He just we need that really good, solid performance. He had a good showing
Kevo.
Against Kevo, but like I'd say he still had, because me and Mental, we've been battling when we both started battling like around the same time and shit, And he knows what he has to work on. You just get, fuck it. Like I said, just go up there and say, fuck it. That's your stage. Don't fucking let these motherfuckers come in and win.
D-Eagle versus Meech Lord.
D-Eagle versus Meech Lord. This could either be a smoke break battle or this could be a good battle. It depends on how these guys are coming. If they walk in there and I see they ain't got the look of trying to kill something in their eyes, I don't know. So that could go either way.
Okay, my man Pyrex versus Boat Shoe.
Man, Pyrex, shouts out to Pyrex, man. I see him fucking on damn near every card. He's looking like KD now on every card.
I don't think Rex gonna lose this one.
Nah, I don't think Rex ain't gonna want to lose this one. This is what his first battle on GW now.
In a long time.
Long time. Welcome home. Coming home party.
Has he battled since the KOTD?
Yeah. He battled. He battled that one dude on the Pyrex battle league.
Okay.
And, he did
Pyrex
on the Pyrex battle league.
How fucking ironic is that? How much did they pay you for that? He said he been trying to. Reggie said, "Oh, I called him Reggie." Shout out to my girl Big Red. I see you, Russian Red. Y'all keep in tune for that, y'all. We definitely got that popping off. Pyrex said he been trying to spar with Boo Man, but that's sort of hard because you way out in.
I mean, and then seeing like over the phone battle, like over a phone sparring, that shit's like kind of cool. But like it's like you don't get that.
You don't get to see what he's doing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't and then like people be always like, man, want to hear my round for the battle coming up? I'm like, nah, unless you spitting in front of unless I hear it right then and there, like in front of me, I don't want to hear it over the phone. I just wait until see that shit at the battle.
Fofo Cannon and Coach Corleone.
Man, these motherfuckers gonna be yelling at each other. So bring your earmuffs. these motherfuckers gonna be talking to each other. I'm sounding biased, but man, I got Coach. Man, Coach has been. This is a battle like not saying that he wants, but like this is a good battle for him. This ain't the DP. This ain't DP. You know, this is somebody that's gonna fight back, and this is what he really wants. I know this is what Coach wants. Coach wants a good battle, so he can show how great, how good of a battler he is and shit.
KD versus Michael Ice.
KD versus Michael Ice. This is gonna be dope. I know Michael Ice is gonna be like, Chicago hates me. Y'all never show me love, but man, KD's last performance in Chicago. It's going to be hard to top that. And it's going to be 3 rounds to KD, man. KD be fucking talking some shit, man. He be get that, go past the voice. That motherfucker be rapping, dude. He be battling. He got bars, man. This is a shocking line, like, he always got some shit like that.
Showstopper versus Rob Metaphor.
Man, I've been thinking, Rob's on here too, man. I was just thinking about this battle last night. I was just thinking about this battle last night. What the fuck? I've been thinking it's gonna be battle of the night, but man, this is gonna be Rob's real true test. 3-round battle against Showstopper. Showstopper is not gonna slouch,
And they've been talking a lot of shit.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying. And I have faith in Rob. I know he's gonna do good, but like, man, like I said, this could go either way. But right now, just to light that fire under Rob, I got a fucking show right now. Edging it.
I ain't going against Rob.
I don't want to go against Rob, but man, when we're gonna talk some facts, man, we got this show is definitely really seasoned. Fucking, this is what show does. And I know this is what Rob's trying to do too. So like I say, like I said, let me light that fire under Rob. Fucking come and kill this shit. I got show 2-1.
Okay. Samuel Hunters versus King Crash.
Man, Sammy's been fucking snapping. I remember at first I said I had King Crash, but now I think I got Sammy. Sammy seems like he really wants to fucking win.
It seems like Sammy got
you rarely see that with Sammy. Like really want him. Like he's like I think Sammy's trying to fucking make a big comeback right now.
I think Sammy has made a. You know how some people get reinvigorated?
Yeah.
I think something has happened that has made Sammy want it again.
That made something spark.
Yeah, something sparked
back up. And
it might be the Crown 3s coming around.
I think
the Crown has got a lot of people a little itching to get a spot. I think the Crown has a lot of people.
Man, that no more Midwest movement. That car's looking. Whew.
We ain't gonna even get there yet.
Man,
we ain't gonna even get there. That's gonna be nuts. Okay, you got Sammy and
I got Sammy.
Cut versus Bad News.
Cut versus Bad News, man. You is not beating Cut in Chicago. No way possible for him. I don't care if you're coming from. Where's he from? John John's league.
Yeah, he's coming
bullpen.
Bullpen.
Coming from the bullpen. You know what I'm saying? I know this dude's, and he's battling K-Shine the night before. So, but man, I know actual battlers when they come over to GW, like people like Bad News, people like when Dice Rolla, come onto the stage, they're not going to play around either. This is GW is a great league to be on. If you can get on GW, that shit's dope. And so I know he ain't going to come light just off that strength of it just being GW. But I don't see Cut losing.
Okay, Young Cannon versus Mr. Mills.
Man, nobody's beating until I see it. Nobody is beating Young Cannon. There's not.
I'm definitely sticking with that.
Yeah, there is no until you would have to show me it.
You see my face, like.
Yeah. There ain't no beating Young Cannon right now.
Yeah, and his prep before a battle is just like.
And I think this battle's like this is almost long overdue. This should have been happening to me. I think.
To me, it's nothing like watching Cannon get ready for a battle. Like beforehand,
he's
watching
dude.
him just.
Yeah,
literally he could be standing right next to you, and just go into like you could be talking and being how we at the events and stuff and it. Just last week, we were in a big circle, everybody talking, and then out of nowhere, you just saw him.
He's just flipping, he's just rapping to himself in his head. And I remember being at an event, and I was standing next to him, and he was battling that night, and we were watching the battle, and he's like, he's rapping, his lips is moving, he's like rapping to himself, but he's also focused on the battle. He's like, ooh, like
he was doing that at Turf Wars.
What the fuck is this, dude?
He was doing that at Turf Wars. He was in the back of the room.
That man,
and in the middle of one of the battles, I turned around, and he was just walking by himself. I'm like, you know how
Yeah.
if you didn't know what he was doing, you'd be like, this looked like one of them guys that be downtown just crazy, just talking to themselves.
Let me take 10 steps away from
this dude. And he had that rag on his head with the hat. You know, you'd be like, oh, he going nuts. All right, that was the G-Dub card, October the 22nd. Y'all definitely make sure y'all in the building for that one. Now, oh man, he said he killing up. Shout out to Otis, I see you, bro.
What up, OT?
Let's go ahead and get into this real quick. The Feast, Midwest Militia, November the 11th. Let's start off with Poetic Nene versus Noonie the Empress.
I don't even know who Noonie the Empress is.
Poetic was up here Monday talking that shit though. She better come with it.
I seen Nene battle. Who she battle? Coco.
Coco,
yeah. And,
I actually watched that battle a couple times.
Free Coco, man. Just off the strength of me knowing Nene. Does the other girl got battles? Yeah. She's from like Havoc, ain't it? That's one of like Suave. Is that one of Suave's people?
I gotta find out exactly where she's from. But I've seen a few of the battles.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be good.
She good?
I want to see the matchup.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, we'll see.
To me, it's always about the matchup.
Let me see. I'll be there. I'll see it. And I'll give you my answer then after the battle.
We talked about it a little earlier, but tell me who you think will win: B. Cortez versus Dan Ryan.
Man, that's a toss-up because this is where B. Cortez is. He did good against who did he battle? ED. Who did he battle?
Edie the Great.
Who did he battle last after that? He hasn't battled since then, right?
Yeah, it's been Edie the Great. It was Edie the Great.
Man, so he did good on there. Just come with it. I don't know. Like I said, it could go either way. Dan Ryan's so fucking unpredictable. He's too crazy. He could just get a round off of fucking just him moving. He don't even have to rap. It's just Dan Ryan going bouncing back and forth. He won. You know what I'm saying?
If any of the shit, like this is the ability of what Dan can do that can fuck around and change the whole atmosphere. If Dan says some funny shit and get that crowd laughing, because he has just that aura about himself. Where
they're gonna be like one of the first battles after if the girls don't go first, they might be the first battle, so second battle. So people in the crowd we're still hungry. Ooh, battles are going on, so that's gonna. Man, if he can get the crowd,
that could
Ryan
actually
get the
ignite
crowd. You
that.
know what I'm saying?
And if Poetic Nene and Noonie kick it off right, that might.
If they go first, I might want to wait for the ladies to go a little bit later.
Suave Dawson versus J. Rome.
Dude, J. Rone's fire, man. This same thing with Suave, man. This is to see what's next for you. This is,
I got some, and he already know. I already got something really big for him. If he get past this in one other battle, I got something.
I gotta say J. Rone though. I gotta say J. Rone off the strength of I've seen his other battles. I've seen what he can do. But man, sometimes, man, you never know. Suave just snapped against Primus.
Well, when I talked to Suave in the last couple of weeks, Suave told me something very interesting. He said, "Yo, I finally figured out the Chicago crowd."
Okay.
You feel what I mean?
Don't ever think that you figured something out in Chicago.
But no, I think what he's saying is, I think he's saying like, okay, because he's come to a couple events and been in the room and been able to, as opposed to being on stage. Now you sort of see what the crowd sort of feels and vibes. They like shit. You're right. You know what I mean?
Like that. Well, man, like I said, man, don't throw your whole don't throw your whole hand in on that, because man, sometimes the crowds
switch up on you.
Man, the crowd is never the same
brutal.
Every battle,
and they can be brutal.
They will be brutal.
I mean, we just got through watching at TW 5 in Young Dave versus Classik. We literally watched people walk out of the room on a battle.
I did.
So like, and what was crazy about it, it switched just like that. It went from people being like, "Yo, that's what's up," to
yeah, man. Smoke break.
Yeah,
So
okay, so you got J. Rone in that one.
Yeah, I got J. Rone.
King Ace the Bull versus Rich Porter.
Man, Rich Porter's fire. I think he's from Milwaukee, like the up there and shit. Shouts out to AOW and man, there's a bunch of Milwaukee leagues kind of popping up right now. But man, Ace. I gotta give it to Ace, man. Rich Porter's good, but this is Ace. Not only needs this battle. He, like, really needs to win this. This, make sure to solidify that, where he is at, and will be not giving him his just due, but so you got to work for that shit. Make sure that's what I'm saying. This battle, you got to come 100%, which I feel like he's gonna do because of what he just battled Merc, right? That was his last battle. Merc beat him, right? So I know he ain't gonna. He needs this win, and I feel like he's gonna take it.
Okay. Now let's go to what I think might be actually the battle of the night. What I think might be the battle of the night will be Rock and Rio versus Killer B and Showstopper.
Shouts out Rio. But man, these motherfuckers they better watch out. Those two are dangerous together. They're dangerous one-on-one. Both of them together is fucking
and
problem.
you add the ability to rebuttal and freestyle.
Those man is crazy.
All right, bro. I'll catch you a little later.
Rock is what? Rock's about to. Man, yeah. I mean, you kind of seen their abilities with Rio's battles. We got Rock fucking holding Rio up every 10 minutes in the battle and shit like that. So like I feel like their performance together is gonna be flawless, but passing back the bars back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
The chemistry might be different. Because they rap totally different.
Who can is one gonna go with like can they switch out, like you go four bars, you go 4 bars, I'm 2 bars, you 2 bars, like that. So can they do shit like that? How Show and Killer B can, which is gonna be their test, so with that, off that alone, me not knowing how they could work 2-on-2, I'm gonna say Killer B and Show.
Okay, and Art Cash versus Prep.
Man, shouts out to Art Cash, man. Shouts out to Art Cash. Art Cash is not gonna lose. Prep is good, but this is, man, there's something about Art that he could be a real fucking problem, man.
Especially if he has that same energy that he had in the last battle.
Man, I ain't seen him make a comment, a status, nothing that unusual Arc shit that he be doing mostly in the groups. I haven't seen that. I don't even remember the last time I seen Arc like a comment. You know what I'm saying?
But that might be due to the fact of the controversy of his last battle with the bars and the weigh-ins line. And
he didn't give Art don't give no shit about that. He went live over that shit. He said, man,
but I'm saying he might be a little quiet going into this one. Just to say, thinking that he gonna just come in and just blow the room up and not say nothing.
We gonna see fucking Art on that promo tip fucking like a week before the battle. How he's doing last time, man. He was fucking. Nobody is beating Art in a fucking blog. Fucking Art is fun. Art is fucking hilarious, bro.
I don't know. Pyrex might have him.
Yeah.
Pyrex might have
Pyrex be getting under people's skins, bro. I swear, and he knows what Pyrex knows what
Pyrex
he's doing.
start trolling you, it's something terrible, man. It's just like
these motherfuckers. I'd be like, damn. Bro,
I would love to see a donkey of the day.
I haven't seen a donkey.
I mean, a monkey of the day. Monkey of the day.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
I know. He waited for me to go make the whole track for him and send him all the info that he needed to do monkey of the day with. And I ain't seen one monkey of the day yet. And there's a couple monkeys out here that need a monkey of the day. But we going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Let's get into this. If you could set up 3 battles for yourself that you said these are battles that will be good for my career, and battles that you feel that you need to have for yourself personally, not for the culture, not for what everybody else thinks. What are 3 battles that you be like, yo, before I put my mic down, before I stop hitting the stage, these are the battles that I would love to have happen for me personally. It doesn't matter where they from.
One definitely in Chicago it would either be a toss up. It would be definitely before I go out. Gage is the homie, and Young Cannon would either be one of those two. Like, see what
I was wondering with
Young Cannon. Ever since I've been watching like battle rap, Young Cannon has always been in like my top 5. Spot that has never moved. There's been other battlers in my taking over the other spots. Young Cannon's always been there. So like that would be like I said before, I call it a day. Young Cannon or Gage. because I feel like me and Gage is too crazy. So I would like to match that craziness.
And what's crazy about that matchup is like, what would they actually say to each other? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can see Gage up against some other people. Like I said, I can see what Gage would probably go on this, and and how he would swag. I'm like, how would Gage approach Fink? And then on the flip side, how would Fink approach Gage? Because it's sort of like,
it'd be like two demons fighting each other.
And I ain't trying to be funny, but just because of the stature of where you guys are in battle rap, it would be like the teacher versus the student to a certain degree. You know what I mean?
Shouts out to Gage, man. Shouts out to Gage, because Gage is actually, when I came into this,
the dojo king. Let me say that.
Him and Dave, all of SBF's always been big supporters of me, all SLU gang, of everything that we do. Me and Glenn's been to plenty dojos. We got.
I'm about to bring Glenn in a few minutes.
Turned up with SBF. So, man, those are the homies right there, though.
Do me a favor. We're gonna. I'm gonna change this camera angle out just for a minute, because I want to be able to grab that chick, and I want to bring you in. Come on, scoot on over here just a little bit, bro. Let's get Glenn in here just a little. You good? You good? Let's see what this man feels about his battle that just passed this week. We talked to him after the battle, but let's see how he's feeling.
How the battle simmered on him.
Yeah, see how he's feeling about everything right about now.
What up?
Going back and watching footage and all that good stuff. Welcome back to the show, bro. We appreciate you for being on the show. Let's make sure we got everybody in the camera angle. I think we do. Yeah, come on over just a little bit, y'all, too. Yeah, just come on over. I'll move on out the way. All right, let's talk about it, Glenn. First of all, what are your thoughts on Fink?
Shit, I don't know. He's doing work right now. He's doing what he got to do. He's sitting tight. Shit come in waves around here. Be times where shit be popping. Things, people prosper, people get on, people start buzzing, people get chances and whatnot. And he been doing what he got a plan. He telling me what he want to do with certain shit, and I'll just be like, okay. That's what you want to do.
What's his influence on your battle rap career?
Shit, as far as
he just wants to be better than me.
Well, I mean, shit.
But shouldn't he?
No, that's
literally shouldn't he? And I think that's an issue with some cliques too. I think some cliques have other people in their organization, and the people at the top never want the people that are up under them or around them to surpass where they are.
Oh man, I have a feeling he might fucking a couple more battles in when people start realizing this is Glenn. There people are they're like, damn, bro, this man be saying some shit. I have a feeling he's gonna, within this next year, 2018, you're gonna see Glenn a little bit more than we were seeing him.
What were your thoughts watching him in the tournament? Because it was funny to me watching you in the background. I was watching you mouth some of the stuff, and you knew what he was doing.
I wasn't
trust me, I saw.
Nah, I wasn't mouthing nothing he said. I know. I'm gonna rewatch that tonight.
You did. I'm telling you.
Did I get mental?
I'm telling you.
Did I mental it?
Yes, you did, bro.
I don't know if he pulled.
I was sitting right there watching. I was like, I was like, he been sparring with Fink. Yeah.
But no, man, I was actually really impressed, man. I was like, damn, man, there's my ogre up there doing this shit, man. Fucking.
What did he need to improve on that you saw?
Man, tell you the truth, nothing really. He needs to slow down. That's what everybody keeps saying. He needs to rap a little bit slower. But in the room that night, I didn't even think he was rapping fast. In the room, we never heard that.
I sit and analyze, you know what I'm saying, myself and shit I do and the opportunities that I've had so far. You know what I'm saying. My 2 battles before that, I took that into consideration and the whole element, like you was talking about earlier. It's one thing to get the footage and get it on YouTube and get it under your league but right now, I mean, I'm just getting an opportunity just to battle and get my name out there. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the whole element of shit going on live, the motherfuckers can say what they want and shit, but the Rush living room do add a little bit of a different pressure.
That shit helping people out.
You're not just I'm not gonna come up here and make you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? You your own personality. You got your own line of work and your own network and demographic of people that you got watching your show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna come up here, you know, you putting something together for me. And I got fucking thousand viewers within the first couple days. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
That's just on one page. So combined, we probably at about close to
that's
17.
saying something. So you got to come in here. You know, it's a tournament. You got your own layout of how you want things to go. You know, you got your own method to your madness and shit. So I just got to take advantage of. I just try to take advantage of that opportunity and try to do what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I made the blog after the Savick and the Juice shit, and you know, some shit going on with the tournament, and I just felt like I wanted to be entertaining, so I came in this bitch turned up. So I ain't even gonna lie, I came in here.
He came in here
I put a fire under my own ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
we're looking at some of the people that's in the tournament. Who are some of the people that you feel that you might have to see at some point in the tournament?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying like I said, this is a tournament, so you just gotta go. You know, you get in another battle, you moving on. Whether you move on or you in a wild card match, people say you won or lost on the poll. People say you won or lost in the in the group of comments or whatever. All constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? I'll take all that stuff in consideration. I just feel like Fink kind of said earlier, he had it kind of hit it on the nail. You know, other than pretty much like maybe Jinx. I'm being, Jinx as a gang though, but you know what I'm saying? Like Savick coming in here with a mindset that
Savick's mindset is completely different.
He'll battle his way to the finish line.
Because he completely, Jew had no idea what the hell he stepped into that night. I think Jew thought it was gonna be like us, white boy.
I was a little white boy and fucking looking a Sharon looking motherfucker, and
right.
He came in there fucking and Jew. You see people like Jew when they came up here. Is Jew still? Are you guys still in contact?
He in the wild card. Yeah.
Man, don't come up here taking up somebody else's space, bro. Somebody else's spot. Come up here and this is people here. He's giving you a chance. You know how many viewers? Your fucking Rush battle probably got more views than your actual battles that you have. So you guys gotta. These people gotta take advantage of the situation that's being handed to them.
You can take your approaches to shit and your opponents and what you think about. Okay, well, is this just a live battle or whatever? Whatever shit mentality you got coming into it, but you got to do kind of like make a little bit of something out of nothing. You got to make something of this shit.
And see, this is what I find. I think people have not, especially now that we went over to the new service. Initially, we were just broadcasting on Facebook in one group, and then we would share it everywhere. Now, when we do the show, it posts directly without me sharing. It posts on my timeline, in the pages, YouTube, Vimeo, whatever they call that shit, Roku, which will start next week, and Apple TV, and also on our website. So that's like 7-8 spots.
Just coming off here, like
that's a lot of networking.
Just coming to this battle, you got 8 different places watching your battle's being shared, being viewed, and shit like that. So
like I said, you ain't just coming on. You ain't just putting your phone up, coming on live and recording a battle and doing it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got a little reach of your own, man. You know what I'm saying? You was doing Rush Radio Network was
something before
the
tournament.
You stepped foot. You stepped foot in the battle world. So I'm not for to sit here and try to discredit you or what I'm saying?
Make your page look stupid or something like that.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain integrity in this shit, and some people maybe put their emotions a little bit into certain shit, or they really just maybe too hard on themselves, so they don't want to hear nothing from no one else, or they what I'm saying, they maybe not looking at things in the under the bigger scope. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta just take shit for what it is. Me personally, like I said, I was ready to come in here and rap, honestly, you know what I'm saying, and get as many opportunities as I can. I kind of got a little hunger for this shit, so I just said fuck it. It's my time to maybe see what this shit hitting for.
And another thing that's sort of weird about when we go live with this, there are no edits.
Yeah.
There is no making it look better. It's exactly what you do at that moment that's going to come across either great or terrible. You know what I mean? Like a choke on live stream is a lot different than a choke in an edited footage. Because now we just got to sit there
and
and
edit out your choke to show you mercy.
Right.
But at the same sense, if you got somebody editing out your choke, man, how the hell long your ass choke for?
How did you choke for?
So
and like,
they'll only know in the building.
Like, I'll give you a prime example, and I'm not trying to discredit Dale's verse at all. But when me and Young Dave sort of talked about it later, it was like 1:40 left out of his round.
Yeah.
But then we looked at the chokes that happened and was like, well, how much time was taken to that? So how much time was actual of his material? Because if you
there were
if you
5
watch
minute rounds, right? So
yeah,
he probably had like 2 minutes altogether.
Yeah.
If he was a minute you guys were adding those chokes too. So he had probably like 2 minutes of material that he was able to get out,
And shout out, because I did talk to Send the God the next day. And I will say this, I give a lot of credit to my man Dale for coming out to do that, because from what I hear, he had a lot of stuff going on personally. And I think that maybe had an effect on what was going on, because since Send the God told me that he, previously to the battle, he kept telling them, yo, push that out of your head and just get ready.
So just show up. I mean, in our position, it's kind of like, man, I'm not gonna sit here, at a certain point, it comes to that point, and it's like, oh, ready or not, here you come. You know what I'm saying? And what if he wouldn't have even show? That just would have been really unprofessional. And he still came up here and wanted to do what he did. And I came in here and I seen them when I walked in, and they was like, okay, so I seen that they was ready, and they wasn't really, what I'm saying, we didn't really have to do the interview or none of that. Yeah, I mean, I know you got your program,
right? We could have went right into it.
Right. So that's why I said fuck it. I said I'll go first, and they didn't really have no really objection to that. So I kind of came in here with a fire under my own ass and shit about it, but yeah, I mean, that's just it played out how it played out. So I really definitely.
What did you feel about after the battle, the promo between Insane and his opponent?
It was good.
I really want to see they battle now.
I like that they came up here.
I've heard your music. Had me rolling. He had me crying on that. But I love his responses back. He had good responses. I was like, man, if they talking this now, just meeting each other for the very first time, and they've never really made any contact outside of that, what are they gonna be talking about in the battle? Because Insane was already on some fuck this dude. You know what I'm saying? I heard his music. He's a clown.
And that was actually kind of dope. I feel like you guys should almost do that. Yeah, I mean, kind of did it with Boom Man and Damn It Man. Like, you had him on the couch, but like a week before, like a week or two before.
I'm glad that happened. Like I said, I came in here and the whole thing with the Jew and the Savick thing, and it was just like I kind of wanted to. I seen what you was doing, and I wanted it to gain some momentum, because what people have been saying here and there as far as the tournament, or who been battling, or the caliber of MCs that you've been having on here. Like, this is for
rookies.
This is for rookies. This is for people trying to get a shot of plate. So I mean, what I mean, come on now, you know what I'm saying?
And also,
some people, there's tryouts that ain't filmed or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And see what else the other side of that is, and no disrespect to anybody that's in our tournament that we putting in the tournament. At the end of the day, what we're trying to do is make sure by the time they get to the card and to the actual stage that we haven't put anybody on the card that's going to give us a bad performance for something that at that time you're going to have to come pay for it. Yeah. You feel what I mean? So we're trying to build up new talent, but we also at the same time trying to weed out people that don't need to be on the stage. And I'm not, please, if you lost, don't take that the wrong way. But, we want,
business
the cream is going to rise to the top, man. I mean, otherwise you got a rotten batch.
Well, when we talk about the oversaturation of leagues, in my opinion, it's a lot of leagues that just put events together. They're not good events. You know what I mean? So what we're trying to do, because we're coming in such a weird space, because I have no problem with saying this, we go hard to the URL. You know what I mean? For guerrilla warfare. You feel what I'm saying? And if it was up to me, our cards would come before the G-Dub cards. You feel what I mean? Like I would switch it. You know what I mean? Instead of G-Dub coming 2 weeks, I would switch it because I don't have a problem with taking that role of saying, yo, we setting up for the main event. You feel what I'm saying? And not saying that we're not a main event, but I'm just saying the names and some of the stuff that Gracie can put together. Yeah. We don't have the budget yet to put we starting off. Which is another reason we're looking out for fresh and new talent because of budget situations and things like that.
You got a whole new different thing going on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You guys are a fresh league. Right. If you guys just went to freaking everybody from Danger Zone or Guerrilla Warfare and threw them on your cards, it would be like, whoa.
What makes us original?
What is the Midwest Militia? Now you got these guys coming up. You got your B Cortezes, you got your King Aces, Suaves.
It's a different outlet.
Primuses,
Young
Jinx,
Dave.
Glens. You know, Dave was like kind of already a little solidified before like your Midwest Militia.
Yeah,
came
but he's
around.
one of the ones that solidified us though. Like once we
getting him on your roster,
that was a move that helped solidify us as well. And shout out to Gracie and Guerrilla Warfare for because we had a conversation about that. Mm-hmm. Would it be all right for us to rock with him and put him on our roster, knowing that he's affiliated with G-Dub? You know what I mean? And that was a good look for us, even at the time. Lucci was a good look for us when we first made our roster moves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Franchise. Now look at what everybody's saying about franchise. When we did the first battle with franchise. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. You're giving people out plates, and if this is what, like I said, if this is what you want to do, you want to go somewhere. Fucking Rushes is the best place to get noticed. And
I mean, to sleep on it or to maybe try to downplay it, and you still just like I'm saying, you're a whole new different thing. I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. You doing a couple different things at once right now. You know what I'm saying? And there hasn't really been too much of that in Chicago. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's different leagues, this league, that league, whoever league, it was this league before, whatever, but I just feel like I like the fresh vibe that you give that you're doing with this shit. You
like how you were asking me earlier about what do I like about battling, and I guess that would be it. It's too old, like, you know what I'm saying, like this, like the new shit, like damn, like where did this dude come from, where did this Rob metaphor just come out of nowhere from, shit like that, like damn. And then you're watching, like as a fan, you're like, ooh, you're finding new battlers and watching them improve, and shit like that. And that's what.
When's the last time there was a tournament? Rap, You know what I'm saying? When was the last time there was any type of
tournament,
battle
any
rap
type of tournament,
much let alone in the Midwest, let alone Chicago. So I mean, that whole shit right there is I just feel like that's like for Chicago to have that right now, and like shit, I got an opportunity, a blessing to come be up here and show what I could do. You know what I'm saying? Put in some work and get some work. You know what I'm saying? That's saying a lot more than what some of these people egos will allow. Some of these league owners, some of these fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta break the mold. You know what I'm saying? You gotta break out and do some groundbreaking shit, and I like what you're doing.
I appreciate that. And that was one of my main goals when I first started. And a lot of people told me, you can't do both. You can't be this and be a league owner and run the show, because you're gonna have to stifle your opinions and I'm like, yo, why can't I be the first? You know what I mean? Why can't I be the first? You know what I mean? And have people respect me for being the first. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that rock with us. But you know what I like about the tournament that I find pretty interesting? What's up, Rosetta? I see you. Is that there's a different energy in an event.
Yeah.
It's an energy that comes with it. You know what I mean? The crowd energy, but with the tournament, there's an energy there too, but it's a completely different one.
A little bit more. It's almost like
a dead silence. I'm like, I'm serious right now. It becomes definitely very serious. It's not as light as
it almost gets a little bit more competitive, because now you ain't got people, gassing you. Like there'll be people in the room, but it's like not too too crazy. So it's like it's a different feel. It's just like it's that hunger, which is what everybody wants to see.
I came in here well, I felt like a ball of energy coming in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we came in here and I seen they was here. You know, that energy, their energy. You know, however, you know, Dale was feeling or Sin was feeling. You know, that shit manifested itself in the soul of something whole totally different. So I was in this bitch hype.
And I want to say this to the brothers too, man. Shouts out to the two brothers for even accepting a battle where they had to be against each other. You know what I mean? And with a third party involved. You know what I mean? And trust me, we're gonna be doing some more triple threats. We're gonna be doing some more.
Those triple threats was those are good. I haven't really seen like a triple threat battle since like I did mine like 2.5 years ago. I haven't really seen nothing like that. But then like Queens Club used to do it fucking years before that, but like there hasn't been like I haven't seen a triple threat like in a long time.
I think I seen maybe one. Maybe what was it? Illa AO. It was.
Oh yeah. We were just watching that. Shouts out to Illa.
Cage or UB or shouts to them. You know, they're doing their own thing over there. They got their own shit going. So.
But yeah, that was the.
Besides for that, like that is the first. Actually, yeah, like. That was the first one I seen, and I
wonder if you could put it on a card instead of it being in a room.
Trust me.
You gotta see it.
The mind is.
See, there you go.
Y'all not understanding. I got cards already in my head booked for 2018. Now.
Right.
I got July already halfway done. You know what I mean? I got September the 10th already.
I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. You already
April,
think about
we
July.
got Who Won't Smoke, which is this tournament is all leading to a tournament rounding up in April. Mm-hmm. So you know, we are. Trust me. Like the mind moves all the time. Like my mind always is moving. Shout out to my man Zodo is in the building. I'm actually bring him in before we close out the show tonight, so he can get ready to introduce his new show that's coming up Friday. Let me ask you a question. Who are some of the influences in your career? Like who are some of the people that you look at and be like, okay, this guy inspires me?
As far as on a broader scale, I'd say I don't know. I really liked you know, a lot of the stuff that like Old Red was doing.
I'm sorry, man. I hate me to laugh, but I just read Rock's comment.
What is that?
He said death to the lip ring. October 22nd, death to the lip ring.
October 22nd.
Shout out to
Rock. Man.
What up, Primus? I see you.
What up, Rock?
Primus called me after the show so we could finish the conversation about the show with the senseis, man. But yeah, oh my God, that just threw me way off, man. That just made me completely crack up laughing right there. I apologize.
Oh no, yeah.
Go ahead. Continue what you were saying.
Influencers, oh yeah, like I liked a lot of shit Old Red was doing. I really liked, you know, like Clean Papers style and height. You know, how, you know, regardless of what he does, you know, where he is now and what he's doing. He's doing good now. You know, he's still do what he want to do. But as far as them type of, I guess you could say, personalities and different types of hunger, you know what I'm saying, and the way that they rap and yeah, I mean, obviously like Big Cannon and Big T were very pretty for me influential as far as seeing, you know, who could come from the city and get some and have a legacy, and them are the, you know, those are two of the big three. So it's like you see them and how far they've come and where they cemented their legacy at, and you know, you think you just kind of you obviously, you know, you from, it's the hometown, so you're gonna get some influence and inspiration from that. So
hey y'all, we gonna be up just for a few more minutes, so if you got any questions that y'all want to ask Fink or you want to ask Lil Glenn, go ahead and ask them right now. If you're watching this in another group or any other groups, because we in separate places, go to my timeline, go to my personal timeline and leave a comment there, and we'll go ahead and get your question in there. So definitely ask that question. Let me ask you this question, fellas, and I'm gonna ask both of you. Personally, as a fan, if there was one person from Chicago that you would love to see up against anybody outside of Chicago, that would be a huge name, who would you want to see that person up against? And then after that, we're gonna do the name drop. You want to know the
person, and then like it would have to be like either somebody like Gage or like Young Cannon. I've been wanting to see Young Cannon versus Big K.
That would be crazy.
Because to me, I haven't seen one of them lose a battle in forever. So
did you see Big K's last battle with Pat?
Man,
oh my God.
That man,
that
shit was fire.
Yeah,
but
that was better than the hollow disaster.
Yeah, definitely. But then like probably like I would like to see Gage get like a really good plate. I'd like to see I don't know against who, but like I'd really like to see him get that fucking big name.
As far as seeing somebody get a name, I really like, and I'm talking about the whole of Chicago. I mean, obviously my man Cut. I want to see him get a really. I mean, he got bad news, but I'd like to see after that, you know, however which way that fares. See how far and what kind of stage of a bigger stage that he could get on. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see him put on. You know what I'm saying? And as far as like out of everybody, that's DW. But I like to see where Joey 357, what kind of play he could get, man. Like as far how big he could get.
Joey definitely got a future in this shit. Like I could definitely see him moving forward, going somewhere.
This is Chicago,
right,
Niko. You flip that shit at Turf War so hard, boy. Do not choke in your round against him, because he gonna drop that on you if you from out Chicago. It's different around here, boy.
I'm so mad I missed that. I missed that event too.
Oh my god, the first day was actually a nice event, man. It was decent. You know what I'm saying? It was very decent. Okay, let me ask you this question about Fink, and then you respond in this about Lil Glenn. Who would be the ultimate matchup in your mind for Fink that you would love to see him battle up against, and why?
Who do you want to see smoke me?
I don't know. There's a lot of people that I know. I mean, there's a right-hand man, so I know who he really wants to battle.
No, what battle? No, and not what he want. I'm talking about you personally. Like, if you had a chance to say, listen, I'm going to put this battle against Fink and such, who would it be and why?
And we talking just Chicago?
No, period. Period.
I don't know. I like to see how he do against I like to see how he would do against somebody like a Real Deal. You know what I'm saying? The big card, the main GW stage. You know, Fink been putting in his work. I want to see that versus Real Deal. I like to see him. I mean, regardless, whatever, all that URL contracts shit and all that, I like to see how he'll do against Glue Easy. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different. That's branching out into the, you know, that's the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? That's the stages that everybody gonna see across the world. You know.
Hey, yo, if y'all watching this right now and y'all believe my man Fink Funk, I want to see one thing. And I know, you know, I'm trying not to diss people at the same time. I know a lot of people don't like the support. And I was about to call that particular person a sucker. You know what I'm saying? But if you believe in Fink Funk, I want y'all to hashtag Fink Funk next level.
Hashtag Fink Funk next level. Let's get it there. Let's get a little more funky.
You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, in that post, put down who you would love to see Fink up against. So, y'all know I be asking these questions for a reason. You know, I always ask these questions for a reason. Any battle rapper that has ever had any conversation with me will always tell you that I never try to book them against who I think would be a good matchup. The first thing that I always ask them is, who do you want to battle? Because if they are sparked about the battle that they want, I believe that they're going to give me the best of them. You know what I'm saying? So flip it on Lil Glenn.
A little bit more progress, like I said, I would say.
Well, right now, where he is right now,
where he is right now,
who would be the perfect matchup? You said this is who I got to put him up against. That will test his pen, but also will show us if he's ready.
I definitely, as of right now. Now we're not gonna go too crazy. I'd say Rob or Joey. No, not Joey. Frenchie. Rob or Frenchie. And then fucking.
And what's weird about that? Those are two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are two. That's like two different sides. Yeah, I feel like he could. I know him. I know.
Could he deal with that aggression of a Frenchie right now?
Oh yeah.
You think so? Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that, because in the battle that we saw, like you said, it took Sin a minute to get cooking, but once he got cooking, he was cooking. But it wasn't that, you know. But you know, Frenchie gonna be in his face. Yeah. You know, and you're gonna have Frenchie's sister in the background.
Fucking
yeah. You know what I mean?
Masked up. Why she masked up every battle?
She be right. They be doing the exact same thing though. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you feel about that?
Shit. I mean, I definitely would. With me, I feel like I'm always. Well, now I feel like, man, I'm trapped in.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like now you got to work all the time. You know what I'm saying? Take what people say about you. Take what, you know, what you feel like you hardest on yourself with, or you want to just perfect. You know, shit could fuck with you, shit could haunt you. You know, certain things that people might say about you, or a way that they, you know, whatever certain type of stigma they gonna put on you, or whatever the case may be. But like with me, I'ma always feel like I'm gonna be wanting to work and be better than my last performance, and always want to have a good mind.
He's fat, so you know he got that hunger. You gotta get that next play. Gotta look a little bit better, and he's gonna destroy it way more than the last one.
But yeah, that's as far as that. That's what I want to do. I would like to see, like, if I could get to that position where I could do something good like that, and I motherfuckers pretty much like motherfuckers saying, okay, you good enough, and them saying, okay, I feel like you good enough that this will be, even if they feel like I'm good, they giving me a shot. Okay, fuck it, you giving me the shot. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that shit. You got to aim for the head. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, let's get into the last segment of the night. We're going to get into, okay, hold on. Mike P, Glenn versus Jinx, Fink versus Q-Pop. Oh, they popping through now. Fink versus Speedy Calhoun. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to open that back up and see some of the other stuff that's coming through. I like that. And that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody that's giving that. I appreciate that. Y'all,
I appreciate it.
Y'all not suckers. Okay, we're going to do name drop right quick and say the first thing that come to your mind. Please do not be politically correct. I want real raw answers, okay? Gracie.
Gracie, love her. Use me, baby.
Shit, what's up? Where my chain at? Where my motherfucking chain?
What the fuck is my shirt? My custom, goddammit.
Salute to Gracie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't take away a legacy like that, like hers.
Young Dave.
Young Dave. Bro God. Pid. Praise the Pid.
Pray.
Fucking SBF, man. He a silverback. That's my guy right there. He a damn motherfuckers, whether they like to admit it or not. He is an influential he an influential dude. So, you know, since he a sensei figure to some people. So he definitely a guy, a like-minded individual. You know what I'm saying? So I'll fuck with Dave.
Rock.
Diesel. We just need to see a little, you know. He just needs to do a little bit better. But that's the he can got it. We'll see you October 22nd.
Rock, mellow dude. He come off cool. I want to see
Glenn
if he could take
Rock.
it. I want to see if he could take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
After this battle, you know, when it's see Mayhem 3. Well, where he gonna be at? You know what I'm saying? That there's always potential for people like him to just I just feel like he's waiting. He's just waiting. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting on something big, something more. There's gonna be something coming.
Big Cannon.
That's the homie.
Shit, Big Cannon, he's an OG in this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's
definitely on the Mount Rushmore, Chicago.
Definitely. Like I said, it's legacy. Like certain people, you can't take away their legacy in Chicago, regardless of the shit they do or the shit they say or the mentalities or what people think about them, what battlers think about them, what league owners think about, you know, whatever. But like I said, he an OG. You can't take away the shit that he's done, and some of the positions he done put people in and put the microscope of where everybody looking at Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So
Rally Rail. So since we just spoke about that, since they just battled each other.
Rally, cool dude. To as much as I know of him, fire got all types of potential.
He a good dude. He on the level that I know him at, he got a certain integrity about him. Some people, you know, don't have a, you know, I guess that's what I would say. It's pretty much like integrity, and he definitely likes to stand himself on solid ground. You know what I'm saying? And as far as what he do for his league, what he do for other people, you know what I'm saying? Because Really Real did the autopsy. And that was Rel Presents. You know what I'm saying? And he put Fink on. You know what I'm saying? He gave Fink a play. Fink Funk versus Rico. Shouts to Relly. But like I said, he a dude that definitely stand himself on solid ground. So
Loaded Lux.
Beloved. I don't even care anymore. Cal 2-1.
Cal 2-1, right?
That's all I say about that.
Loaded Lux, very revered figure in battle rap. You know, I sit here, you think about how, you know, like I just got done having a battle on the tournament. You know what I'm saying, in Chicago. You know, what's Loaded Lux doing? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck he on? I know he just had that real good freestyle. That motherfuckers talking about that great hoodie Lux. I thought it was fire, but it's like, you know, a revered figure.
I ain't checking for Lux as much as I used to.
He's got his own legacy. He's got a legacy all his own that everyone at some point or another looks up to, and you know.
Chilla Jones.
Fire.
Chilla, man, one of them guys, and he comes to Chicago and he puts on. You know, Chicago's one of them places for him that. For me, he's been here enough times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tell you, as far as the top tier battler,
which he killed on.
Yeah,
went crazy.
And I heard Q-Pac was snapping too, but
he was
just on another.
The difference was, I'm gonna tell you what the difference was in that battle. Q-Pac came with bars.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he not. Go ahead. I'm not saying. Matter of fact, come on in here right quick, bro, because we're getting ready to round up the show in a minute. I'll get you to introduce your show. I'm not saying that he didn't have crazy bars, because he did. He had from top to bottom. He had crazy bars. Just come on, scoot on. Come on in. He had crazy bars from top to bottom. But the experience level showed. You know what I'm saying? The experience level showed on such a different level. That I think it was a great thing for Q-Pac, though, because now he knows what that feels like. You feel what I'm saying? He knows what it feels like to stand in somebody the caliber of a Chilla Jones, and he knows what I think now is he has something to judge off of, how to prepare for somebody like a Chilla Jones. You know what I'm saying?
He a good investment for you know, he want to come out here or wherever he is or maybe, or you know, he a top tier. He one of the top tier to me. So I just feel like, you know, you want to book Chilla Jones, he'd be a good investment.
Yeah,
you know,
indeed.
Another level.
As a matter of fact, we got, if I'm not mistaken, we got Chilla booked for the end of this month. If I'm not mistaken, I think we got Chilla booked for the show at the end of this month.
Really?
We got prep this week, Saturday.
That's what's up.
And shout out to everybody that's been on the show. Av, B Magic, Steams, Jazz the Rapper, YK. Yeah, we got it all. I'll put it up and show it to you. Yeah. And shout out to Bill Collector. He was supposed to be on the show the week that we had B Magic. And to all of y'all that know, you know, Bill Collector lost his daughter. So shout out to him and his whole family, man. We support you, bro. I'm gonna inbox you soon. You know, we've been not too much inboxing because I've been trying to give him a little, you know, breathing room, because you know people need that time to grieve. But bro, I want to let you know. I heard you made a comment about you might not be returning to battle rap, bro. I pray that that's not facts. I'm hoping, you know, I don't even know how to say this. I hope that this tragedy turns into a triumph for you, and at some point you can come in here and just be, you know, even a better Bill Collector than you were before, bro. You got a great legacy. I will say you were one of the first people that I looked at in battle rap that I said he's original. He's different.
Definitely.
Yeah, different. He's completely different. And you know, and he's the type of guy that a lot of cats is missing right now. But yo, we getting ready to end this show right quick. I want to holler at my man Zoto. Zoto is in the building. Newest edition to Rush Radio Network. He been working with your boy Real Hard. You just sit right there, bro. You good? He been working with us so hard, bro. Like, and I want to tell him I appreciate the hell out of him, bro. Like, this is a promoting dude right here. So y'all gonna start seeing Rush Radio all over the place because he promotes like crazy. Tell him a little bit about yourself. We got like 4 minutes left in the show. Tell him what's going on with the new show. Tell him what's going on, what times to catch you, the new telephone number, all that.
Gotcha. So I'm new to Rush Radio, man. If y'all haven't heard, man, I was on Blog Talk Radio and on WhenYouSeeTheUnderground.com with 2 of my own shows, Zoto Radio. So what I do is I interview reality TV stars from all the shows that we all love to watch. Black and Crew Chicago, Love and Hip Hop, the Real World, MTV, all that, man. So y'all can catch me doing that, and that's gonna start back October 21st. So I know earlier he said Friday, but it's actually next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, it's actually next Saturday, man.
Next Saturday.
I also, man, interview underground artists as well. So if you like a battle rapper like the two that you just heard earlier today, if you like a battle rapper, if you got any type of style, any type of talent, anything like that, man, I actually interview you guys on my show. We got to start I got to start back getting a lot of positive things, starting back screaming in Chicago, man, because when people hear Chicago now, it's all about the negative things, man. It's all about the killing. So to have me on as a radio personality and bringing that positivity and actually rush back to Chicago, man, that's real big. Also, what I do, if you guys are artists, I don't know if I could be plugging on your show.
Yeah, just shoot, man.
But, man,
we all family
tomorrow,
bro.
if you guys are not doing anything, I need you guys to come out to Red Diamond, man. That's 2829 West 167th.
Shout out to Joey.
Yo, shout out to Joey, man.
Mello.
Shout out to Mello the Gutter, man. Shout out to Ran Terry, Go Boys ENT, man. Shout out to Zoto Entertainment. Yeah, man, we got Bo Deal there tomorrow, man. We got a lot of dope artists out there that's going to open up for him tomorrow, perform for him tomorrow. October 27th, man, we got the whole G Unit in the building, excluding 50 Cent, man. So after the Legends Fest, yeah.
I would love to get some tickets, get some plugs.
Yeah, you know,
I know Rush Radio going to be in the building with Zoe, right? We're going to be in there together.
Just go ahead and come out and support, man. You know, whenever you have events, man, you gotta have a team that come out and support you, man. And I'm not saying like supporting like, oh, let me get in free with you, supporting like, oh, let me come in with you. Like, put your money in the dough, man. That's the real support that you gonna get out of everything, is having people that come pay for the dough. Man, I hate to say this, man, but I get paid. I get paid to party. Cardi B said the best, man. You get paid to party. You don't get, you know, some of y'all go to the party. Some of y'all go to the club just to party. I get paid a fee to go to a party. And it's not a bad thing to go to a club just to party, because I used to do it. But I found something that I do.
30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds left, man, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Make sure y'all tune in October 21st on Rush Radio Labs or the radio, man. I'll be interviewing everybody up on that, man. Just make sure y'all tune in.
And make sure you add we're going to have the Zoto page up, too. We're going to have everything up. So
Rush Radio Labs.
Find us everywhere we're going to be, man. Shout out to our guest, Fink Funk, and also my man, Lil Glenn, for coming in today. Shout out to Rush. Shout out to my girl, Big Red, Brandy Martin, Big Red Entertainment, Focus to Connect, Passion, my girl, Gracie, Lady Mars. Red, man. 3D Mars. Y'all know what it is. It's Behind the Bars. Shout out to the whole Behind the Bars crew.
Go Boys.
We up out of here. Love. That's what we do.